Steph Curry, shoot something. Whole city high, smack crack, perps and Xannies. If I don't get at least 30 milligrams, I get ants. Honeyberry backwards, blueberry past the good. I be on the cush, but still pass gas through half the hood. West side Santa Claus, known for them trees. 2 cigarillos, keep a pigeon on the knees. Unk Talk, look at fine skirt, I'm fucking up a weave. Nigga play with me on sight, we gon' squeeze. I keep vest for you lazy arm niggas be taking chest shots. Still dragging and jugging over that west side. Extended ACPs make you freeze before your fresh fries. Salt, pepper, ketchup, hot sauce, down to them french fries. Welcome to the city we live in.
What's going on, world? Another episode of Unk Talks Podcast. You got me, your boy Jungle. You got co-host Molly Woods. Right now we off North Avenue. You know we're doing our promotional segment. So right now we at Crazy Sweet Treats. You can come check us out, check them out. If you're in the West Baltimore area, North Avenue.
The mill, right? It's a new situation we got here in the heart of West Baltimore. We right here by Coppin State, you know what I mean? And you know, we got a few different vendors inside, man, some good food, you know what I mean? You know, so like he said, we gonna highlight, you know, some of these situations. Maybe y'all check this out, y'all come support, you know what I mean? And there's a lot going on in Baltimore City right now, you know what I mean? It's a big change, you know, so, you know, we're gonna be also, you know, highlighting the differences, you know what I mean, that we notice and you know, the positivity that's happening here, you know what I mean?
Gotta give spotlight and shine to those who put their grind in and their time in. Absolutely. We small business owners, we trying to rise, and we know the mountains that you gotta climb. So let's give a little highlight, let's give a little support, let's give a little praise to those in the community that's actually doing something well. I hope y'all enjoy this episode. Like I said, if y'all in the area, come on down here to Crazy Sweet Treats inside the mill. They got other spots in here that you can get something to eat. We'll show y'all a couple shots on that. Yeah, come get your thing on.
Yes,
we'll catch y'all in a little bit on the inside. Crazy Sweet Treats, and we have Crazy Sweet Desserts, not Crazy Sweet Treats. I'm here with
Kayla.
How you like it up here? It's cool. What y'all sell up here?
We sell donuts, cupcakes, banana pudding, cheesecake, funnel cakes, and we sell stuffed donuts, coffee, tea, and milkshakes and frappes.
So what's your favorite up here? Let's see that. What's your favorite?
The cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Which one? Strawberry?
No, the slutty brownie.
Slutty brownie? Oh, all right, so what's the best donut up here?
The stuffed donut or the strawberry or the Oreo crunches and the cupcakes.
And I had grabbed the strawberry.
Yes.
Yeah, I grabbed this last time.
Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. And once again, we have Crazy Sweet Desserts. Come check us out. If you ever on North Avenue in West Baltimore, you got sweet tooth, this is the place to come to. We out. Thanks. How y'all doing? We back for another episode of Unk Talks Podcast. We are back at the mill on North Avenue. We are with
Carla, General Manager for the Mill of North.
What gave you the idea to even start this?
Oh my, it wasn't really my idea. Actually, it was April Richardson's idea. She is a native of West Baltimore. She grew up on this street, and she came upon this project from soup to nuts, and she was the one that built the project and brought me along as a general manager because of my background from with one of the top retailers in the United States.
Okay, so how do you see this pretty much impacting the neighborhood?
Oh my gosh, it's been an awesome impact to the neighborhood. My desire for this space is to be a community hub for anything community. So right now we're hosting Coppin, the alumni president, on his re-election for happy hour. So we have a really great partnership with Coppin. We have a great partnership with all of the community activists in the neighborhood. Last week we hosted a back-to-school drive where we serviced over 300 backpacks to children in the neighborhood. So that was a big ordeal. It was our first annual. We partnered with the Gillum Community Foundation to do that partnership with backpacks. It was awesome here on Saturday. We had the sidewalk blocked off.
can
We had
imagine.
moon bounces. We gave away 300 plus backpacks. It was awesome last Saturday.
When did you guys open the doors here?
So we opened the doors officially April 24th of this year. So that was a big weekend of events for our grand opening.
And how did it go since then?
Oh, it's been really great since then. We have some lows because the students left, so now they're coming back. So there's some more energy coming back to the space. We've been doing some great work. We're partnering with WNADA, which is the West North Avenue Development Authority, that is going to help us with programming and support us with programming for events and stuff here at the Mercer.
So I gotta ask you a question. What's your favorite place to eat from?
God, that is not a
that's like a
good
favorite
question.
child, man. Come on, man.
How do you ask somebody about who's their favorite child out of 6?
Okay,
Right.
so what were you, look, I have 9 children, so I understand. Oh,
Wow.
He's something else.
How do you ask? Does anybody ask you? Who's
no,
your favorite
they
child?
better not
Yeah, they
ask.
better not,
Exactly.
right.
So I can't
So
tell.
what were you just eating just now?
So I was eating sticky wings from Dream Street Cuisine. That's what I ate for lunch. And then I ate a salad from D&B Deli. Yeah, so that's pretty
And I
much.
just grabbed 2 strawberry, 1 cheesecake, and 1 pudding.
Yeah.
Strawberry pudding from Crazy Sweet Desserts.
Yeah.
Come down here if you ever on North Avenue, you ever in the West Baltimore area. You got a sweet tooth, you're hungry, you just want to relax. Happy hour, you want to come get a drink. Come down here and support. It's a good environment, good vibe, good frequency, good energy. Bring peace and bring your wallet.
Yes. Don't be afraid of West North Avenue. We can sit on the patio. Last Saturday, I sat on the patio until 10:30 at night, just hanging out
Catch
on
one of
West
the
North
chefs.
Avenue. Yeah. So don't be afraid of West North Avenue. Don't listen to what the critics say about West North Avenue. This is the place to be. Come on down and hang out with us.
Thank you so much, Ms.
Have
Carla.
awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Blessing,
guys.
blessing, much success to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
will see us down here all the time.
Awesome.
You know, I had met her
Look forward to
before.
it.
Yeah, I met her before. She was in the middle of business. I got to sit down and briefly get a little bit of information. So I wanted to come back and reintroduce myself and get her little story on what's going on. Not little story, but her big impact on this community and how she's managing this beautiful project. So if you're from the community, if you're not from the community, if you stop past, come on through. Give a shout to the mill on North Avenue. Thank you, Ms. Carla, so much. You're doing a great job.
Thank
Like
you.
as soon as you come in here, you feel the energy. It's just
Yeah,
so peaceful.
That
definitely
is
a vibe.
exactly what we want. That is
Thank you
exactly
so
what
much.
we
Thank
want
you
here
so
on
much.
North Avenue.
Once again, the mill on North Avenue. Thank you so much,
Thank
Ms.
you,
Carla,
guys.
for your
Thank
time.
you.
Have a blessing. Have a blessing.
Once again, Ms.
And
Carla,
you'll
thank you,
definitely see
sir.
us around, and I'm gonna have to come and pick your brain about some information.
That's what I learned.
See, no, but that's what I'm saying. That's where niggas fuck up. Cause it's not a do it my way situation. It's a correct way, nigga, to survive the war. That war been going on, and men been surviving for centuries, decades, way before we was scratching out daddy's nuts. Or nigga, we can go here with this new my way shit, my nigga, that everybody doing, nigga. And if you ain't on the internet doing it that way, nigga, in this day society, your way ain't gonna work. We dinosaurs, nigga. Our ways is outdated,
See,
and we
my
always
thing
gonna
is
come up
this,
short.
my nigga. I would love to have you on my way to a pension right now. I would love to have myself on my way to some real security and stability in my life. You see what I'm saying? So if I can make the play that I got in my mind now, and then start exercising that hustle on the side and still keep my situation going where I can actually have a pension, like I can put 20 years in right now somewhere. You see what I'm saying? And still have me a side hustle.
That's
But
fucking
that's my
ridiculous.
plan.
This is not life, nigga. That
That's
is
my
not
plan.
life. You want to put 20 years in from your age now. You want to check out and do what with your life, yo.
Oh, but
Nigga, you ain't gonna be able to tell your motherfucking nuts from your ankles, nigga, at that age, nigga.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you can't enjoy
That's
your
why
shit,
it's all
nigga.
about. That's why it's all about taking care of yourself, man, and really having a vision and
Working
really pushing,
smarter,
you know what I'm saying?
not harder.
Man.
That's what it's
But
about.
see, what a nigga had to show for just being out in the, you feel me, just moving and grooving, ain't had no structure for all
Nigga, not
this
move.
shit.
See, that's what I'm saying. So the thing is, nigga, I've survived in a moving groove. But what I've lacked, nigga, was certain focus and discipline. I don't stop moving and grooving because it fed me.
Right.
But now, nigga, I know how to put structure to my moving and grooving.
Right.
So I'm still not tapping into nobody else's 9 to 5. I'm still not asking nobody for shit, nigga. I'm learning how to structure my moving groove so it can forever feed me. Because I've been forever moving and grooving. And I've been forever eating. You understand what I'm saying?
But what's your difference now? You actually do have a structure. You still
You
got
know what my
the-
structure is. I can't get a sauce out on the camera, but nigga, you see, I come from nothing. I'm at the bottom right now.
But
Niggas
what's the
saying
difference
shoot
in your
up in
structure
elevation.
now, though?
I'm
You got a
starting to learn
structure.
my
You working
structure.
with the youth now. You see what I'm saying? And you're getting paid to work for the youth. That's what you call structure. So then when you add
Even if
on to the
I was-
movement,
no, stop.
when you add the
Wait,
that make the most sense.
Wait, no, nigga, cause even before I was fucking with the youth on that type of tip, nigga, I was still moving and grooving, nigga. The moving groove, nigga, has brung me my plates.
So
Whether I
would you
was
trade
here,
what
there,
you got
or the third,
going on
nigga.
now? Would you trade what you got going on now? That's stability.
That's not.
And that actual.
What I'm doing right now ain't really for stability, yo. That's for the give back of my life, nigga. Because I've always been a fucked up nigga when it comes down to breaking laws, coming up a certain way. I want to be able to inspire and put seed into certain, you know what I mean, youth.
You should be proud. You should be proud to actually have a career.
No, I'm not
something that you can really say that you actually changed. And something that you can spread on.
Somebody else's design that fed my life. No, I'm not proud of, nigga. Now me building my own and feeding myself and making my shit a career for me. A career be something that feeds me. That's solely on my shit. Yes, that's something to be proud of.
But it's steps
You tapping into another nigga's company and working your way up, like nigga, that was already designed for you to do it. You feel me? There's no mystery there. You didn't figure out who you were. You didn't find your top potential in your lifespan before you died, because we only get one.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna try to find out the best man I can be in your business, nigga. The fuck kind of sense do that make?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to figure out who I am so I can be the best person for my business, nigga.
But what we gotta realize that there's a lot of different things that make sense. You see
You
what I'm
got
saying?
leaders
So
and
if
you
it
got
makes sense to
followers,
you-
my nigga. You got good leaders and you got good followers. You feel what I'm saying?
But
That's
you
what
know,
it is. You got some
also-
niggas that can jump in somebody else's line and be a great fucking leader of their line.
Yeah.
I
And
ain't that
also
type
talk
nigga.
is cheap for real. Because at the end of the day, I can sit around and talk about whatever the fuck, but what I gotta do was inside my spirit
What
to
we
say
doing
to myself.
right now is really what's inside your spirit and what's in mine.
And this is one of the things,
Yes,
you
and
see
all
what
right
I'm
then. So
saying? This is the structure.
whose systematic line is this? Is this something we building for ourselves, or is you taking, or is you in somebody else's system and we just punching and doing a VJ situation for somebody else shit? This our shit.
It's a
We
piece of
building
the
our
puzzle.
shit. So at the end of the day, my nigga, when we eat in the long term and we do get that check, it's our name on that bitch.
Yeah.
Nobody else's. That's what I could be proud of. That's the check I'm proud of. Not the check a motherfucker cut me, nigga, because I gotta get the fuck up and break my life and my peace and my happiness to come do some shit and serve a purpose for your company. I'm not happy. I feel accomplished, but I'm not happy. You wanna be happy with your check? Go do it your motherfucking self.
It's a piece to the puzzle, and that's what I'm saying, and I respect that, and I love individuality, you see what I'm saying? But for me personally, at the age I'm at now, I wish I would have known some of the things that I have now. I wish I would have had a structure, because right now, I damn near be really ready to put all that shit up, and I already gonna put that work in. Then I can build whatever I need to build for my own at this point, you see what I'm saying? But, like I said, man, that's just the beauty in people, brother. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta do us.
Yeah, it's,
you know what I'm saying?
it's different.
And we
but
meet in the
thing is,
middle,
like
though.
I said, yo.
We meet in the middle.
Listen, it's when you run in a race, you can get on the track, nigga, with a bicycle, with a moped, with a dirt bike, with a scooter or a skateboard. But if the motherfucking race only is allowed for you to use your feet to run, we gotta run this motherfucker, homie.
Yeah, man.
And I ain't trying to run this motherfucking race for nobody else. Cause I don't get to come back again and say, oh, I did it great for you and your business, huh?
Yeah.
Because of my hard work, nigga, I got your company too. Where the fuck did I leave my kids? You wanna cut my kids off some of that bread since I gave a lifetime to your company?
I mean, that's pretty much how that works, though. You see what
No,
I'm saying?
nigga, they get that
You
money
got
to you.
grown men. You got
They get that
grown
money to
men.
you in a
When we was
pension.
running the streets,
They
right?
get that money to you in a
When we was
pension.
running
If you
the
choose
streets,
to give it to your kids,
check
you
the
choose to
move.
give it to your kids.
When we was running the streets, coming out of high school, in high school, middle school, whatever, you had some of these dudes who, you feel me, we called them the squares at the time. You see what I'm saying? And
I
the
want to be
squares,
square now.
there you go. So now you talking my language. You see what I'm saying? And some of these squares, the ones that's taking trips to Dubai, that's doing this, that's building their own situations, their
But
own
these
corporations.
squares
you know
or
what I'm
whoever you call them, did you hear what you just said?
Mhm.
What you just say? They're
Yeah.
doing what?
Building their own.
Their own.
But it's
not
a
putting
step.
time into
It was a
nobody
stepping
else's
stone.
corporate. Not
No,
this late
you
in the
didn't-
game,
you
bro.
can't- you missing
not
the
this
whole
late,
point.
Not in this late in
No.
the game with us, nigga, is we think we gonna
What
start
made them
fresh
a
on
square,
somebody
though?
else's line, nigga, and work our way up to some type of motherfucking advancement in our life.
But what made
That's
them a
not happening,
square?
my nigga.
What made them the square?
I mean, that's what
Because
you could- that's
they
what we consider it
understood.
back
That's
then.
just like a dude.
We was the
you feel me?
dumbasses if you look at it like that.
But that's just like a dude that decided to go into armed forces, military or something like that. We might look at you like, yo, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he understood, you know what I mean, that he had a plan, you know what I'm saying, to put in a particular amount of work with a vision for the future where, okay, I finished this amount of years in this situation. I can come out of this. I can still be getting paid, and I can take this situation and turn it into my own situation.
Yo,
I admire that, bro.
If you ain't a military nigga who figured from the beginning,
We almost done,
I'm
bro.
gonna join their military. If you ain't a motherfucker say, yo, I'm gonna join their military to learn everything I need to know about being a soldier, so when I get out of here, I can start my own military. If that ain't what you talking about,
No, this is
then
not
we
about,
not talking about the same shit.
But you talking about your
Because
own
you still
business.
can only use their military credentials for things that benefit that system of military motherfuckers that you learned your shit from. Now you go ahead and use that military training on somebody outside of who they want you to use that shit for, and your ass is down in jail with everybody the fuck else.
No, see, that's the thing. You taking it from military to military.
You
I'm
just
taking
said
no. I
military,
took
my
it
nigga.
from military to actually getting a certain amount of money, the certain type of you know what I mean, revenue. You know what I'm saying, to start whatever they dream and their passion may be, opening up doors for different people in their community and things like that. I've seen it being done. You know what I mean?
I'm
and
not
these the
saying
same
there's no-
dudes
I'm
that we
not
call
saying this-
squares
I'm
coming
not
up.
saying
You see
that
what I'm saying?
listen. Get the difference. I'm not saying there's no life success in working for no one else. I'm telling you the happiest success you will find is accomplishing success in your own shit. That's the road I'm on.
But that's
and
the
this,
mission.
This late with my age in the game, I'm not jumping on nobody else's line, nigga, trying to work my way up, nigga. I'm gonna put this time and energy into my shit like we doing right now.
Absolutely.
My
But
own
that's
time,
the plan.
my own
But
shit.
that's the plan. But what I'm saying to you is
And I've
this.
always had that state of mind, yo. I just never had no nigga to guide me and say, yo, cut this off, do this right, make these left turns, make these right turns, don't U-turn on
So
this block.
what
I had
advice
to
would you
figure it out
give
for
though?
myself.
What advice would you give to an 18-year-old trying to find his way right now? And he ain't got the credentials, he ain't got the, you know what I mean, the means to actually start something
Put
right
God
now.
first, follow your
Well,
heart, whatever
that's
skill,
anyway. That's anyway.
whatever skill and purpose you got.
That's anyway, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this. It ain't nothing
Like
wrong with telling these brothers, you know what I'm saying, find your groove right now.
No,
it's going to get greater later.
I never
you see
said,
what I'm
I
saying?
know, no, that's not
And
not what the
that's all I'm
conversation-
saying.
No, the conversation was, nigga, will you find success working in somebody else's line opposed to working for yourself? You said, yo, I'm trying to get in somebody else's groove, nigga, so I can go ahead and get up and do a pension and all that shit. I'm saying that this motherfucking 40-year-old age limit that we at, jumping to somebody else's line, trying to work 20 years where you're going to be 60 years old to get a pension. By the time you 60, if that's even motherfucking reality for you, nigga, what you really doing at 60 years old, my nigga? You ain't in the gym really working because you got to put this motherfucking 20 years into a nigga line. So you're not taking care of yourself. You're not worried about yourself for 20 years. You get the fuck up breaking your sleep, your rest, your peace, your body's bones and muscles, nigga, to go serve for somebody else's purpose. And then when you drop off this earth, they're going to find somebody to fill your shoes, and they're going to keep their motherfucking train rolling.
So what is the advice that you
I
give
just
to
got
an
finished saying, nigga,
18-year-old?
we start, nigga, for ourselves. You figure out what you like to do, what you good at, and you start finding out how you can make it an independent process for yourself. It don't matter if you go get a trade for welding, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Next step, once you get your trade or your skill or your certification, how do I make this an independent thing that works for me, my family, my community, and my grandkids when they come? That's what you're trying to figure out.
So if a young brother come to you, right, and he tell you, I done jumped up on this particular trade, right? I got a real reputable company that's willing to hire me, right? I also have the mentals and the way to start my own thing on the side as well. You know what I'm saying? Would you tell him to completely cancel out this
No.
big company that's going to pay him the big bucks?
No.
That's going to get him in position financially to
No,
fund.
I'm gonna tell him to stick to his goal. If
Of
your
course.
goal is ultimately, yo, to work for yourself, then make sure, yo, that your living situation ain't where as though when whoever you working for and they pay you, that shit is sucking your whole check up. Whereas though you're not able to go ahead and put aside and save for your goals because you don't plan on being with these people long. You plan on getting that money to what? To support your dream. So you gotta first off figure out your living conditions. You can't say, oh shit, nigga, I'm getting this big ass check. They give me $3,000. The next thing you know, nigga, your living conditions is $2,900. You ain't saving nothing. What's going into your dream? So everything had to be figured out, organized, yo, mentally. Like, you know what I mean? It's a big workout process, but it ain't that hard if you start young. It don't matter what time you start. You feel what I'm saying? But the younger you start, the better.
I agree. I mean, to be honest with you, I agree. And that's why I say it's just more than one way to skin a cat. You see what I'm saying? I had to learn from some of the mistakes that I made, you see what I'm saying, in my life particularly. You know what I mean? And I've seen some of the guys that came up with me, they made plays that I actually admire. You see what I'm saying? Because some of these dudes, they own their own situations. You see what I'm saying? They provide jobs and provide opportunities for other people in the community, family.
Everybody not a boss, so I will say that. If you know what I mean, this conversation won't get ignored by a lot. It's gonna hit a couple people in the heart if you really listening to this conversation. So being a boss ain't for everybody. There's nothing wrong with being a great leader for someone else's company. But if you can be a boss and a CEO of your own company, why not? You feel what I'm saying?
Or be a major player. Just be a major player in a good team. You see what I'm saying? Because it takes different things. You know what I mean?
But if it's an independent team, you understand what I'm saying? If it's an independent team, if y'all doing your own thing, when the checks get cut, y'all feeding each other. Then that's what matters, because you really can't do nothing out here by yourself. You want to need a team with everything.
I mean, yeah, and
you
I
got
say
a host, you got a cameraman, that's the podcast. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you want to need something. Yeah, you can do a one-man podcast, but
I say just take it serious, man, and be strategic, man, because everybody's strategy may not be the same. And I don't disagree with your strategy. You know I don't. You see what I'm saying? We come from the same thing, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to do something different. I got some people, you know, looking at my lifestyle, you know what I mean? And I can't preach unless I practice, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to straighten things up and make the moves, you know what I mean, to show people that it's more than one way to do things, you see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I, you know what I mean? Like I say, that's the beauty, man. Like, we all like different music. We all like different food, you know what I mean? We all got different things. And that's one thing I can't stand is somebody that wants to ride somebody else's particular way. You know what I mean? And you gotta do it your way, you know what I'm saying? If you don't do it your way, you a follower. You see what I'm saying? And look, don't get it twisted. I'm open for anything that's successful. But yeah, I gotta, when I'm home, I gotta build my blueprint. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and that's why I love my brother right here, man. Me and my brother, we done been through, oh man, so much. You know, we done had, you know what I mean, so many moments where, you know, we done butted heads so many times with disagreements, you know what I mean? But like I was explaining earlier, you know, we at a place now where we kind of like listen to each other.
Yo, listen, yo, iron sharpen iron, yo. You understand at the end of the day. So, you feel me? What I don't know, my man, he put me down with you know what I mean, and vice versa. Like, that's what make a real brother. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't been through the test and all that shit. So that's why you gonna see this nigga riding with me. Like, you gonna see one of my real brothers riding with me. You understand what I'm saying? So, all right, so check this out, right? Real quick, I just want to drop a little bit of FFT food for thought, right? A couple little things I've been checking out. So, first off, right, the toothpaste thing. I don't know if y'all seen it on YouTube where they were saying, like, on the toothpaste tip, check the color at the bottom of the toothpaste. And they got either red, green, black, or blue. They were saying that the green meant it was all natural. The blue meant that it was natural medicine. I think the red meant it was all chemical. And the black was all chemical. And the red was chemical medicine. You gotta check it out for yourself, but it was crazy how they had it. I don't know if that's conspiracy theory or if it's true, but check that shit out.
For sure.
But something else, like check your dentist when it comes to your teeth, because I just want y'all, you know, keep in mind your teeth have melanin. I know this random, but we were trying to get a couple things off, and we ended up going off course with this without topics. But I just wanted to kind of tell y'all, like, keep in mind when y'all go to the dentist, you notice they keep your teeth. That's because your teeth contain melanin. For all my melanated people, just keep that in mind. And then, you know, kind of check into your your blood types.
Yeah, you know, it's good to know, you know what I mean, how your engine work, you know what I mean? And we got, you know, you at least learn the different blood types, find out what you are. See, they don't usually tell you because, you know, it's costly to actually, you know, do that test. But if you tap into your records, it's in your records, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't even have to do a test. Just a lot of people that don't have insurance or good insurance, they won't give you that information of your blood type. Right. You understand? And that's crazy.
Yeah.
If you, a lot of people don't even know their blood type.
Yeah.
And it's a reason why you don't know your blood type, but they don't really want you to know your blood type. Yeah. See, the thing is, if you know your blood type, you're able to eat according to your blood type. Yeah. And if you eat according to your blood type, you ain't gonna get sick.
Yeah, because there's different, you know, foods that are, you know, specific for certain blood types that will, you know, benefit you a lot better. You know what I mean? And you know, just to be able to understand that, you know what I mean, it's a good look, you know. But yeah, man, you know, here on Unk Talks, man, we just try to talk about real deal situations. We trying to give you different outlooks on, you know, so many things, but all positive. You know, we ain't here to talk about the hood this, the hood that, who got shot. You know what I mean? We try and spread knowledge. You know what I mean? We try and inspire. You know what I mean? You know, we got so many good things coming, man. You know, we got, you know, as you know, we got the music segment. You know, we got the, you know, stock and investment set. You know what I mean? Baltimore. You know, we got the dirt bikes going on and everything like that. You know, so we just basically try and hit y'all from different angles and try to, you know, inform and entertain at the same time, man.
So listen, real quick, if you got B positive blood type, you want to eat lean meats, beef, lamb, chicken, turkey, seafood, salmon, tuna, cod,
Right now.
dairy products, milk, cheese, yogurt, fruits, berries, apples, pears, vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, grains, brown rice, quinoa, oats. So foods that you might want to avoid or limit: processed foods, sugary drinks, wheat and gluten, beans, kidney black beans, pintos, corn, tomatoes. If you got B minus, B negative, you might want to eat lamb, venison, turkey, goat, seafood. Avoid shellfish, but include fish like salmon, cod, and tuna. Include dairy, cheese, yogurt, milk, etc. Grain, you might want to do rice, quinoa, buckwheat, mullet. Select fruits and vegetables: bananas, grapes, berries, spinach, broccoli. Avoid chicken, shellfish, wheat, corn, tomatoes, peanuts, and sesame seeds.
And bullshit, you know what I mean?
Let me
So,
see.
yeah,
If
man.
you O positive, the lean meat, beef, lamb, chicken, various fish is recommended. Seafood will be salmon, cod. Other fish are considered beneficial. Fruits will be berries, cherries, figs. That's highlighted. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, broccoli, good for you. Olive oil, a healthy fat source, rich in mineral fats, and beneficial for heart health. Let me give you two more real quick, and then we're gonna cut out. O negative, lean meats, beef, chicken, lamb, seafood, salmon, and tuna. I think we already did. Did we do O negative already? No. Fruits, vegetables, broccoli, spinach, kale, eggs, olive oil. You might want to limit milk, cheese, and yogurt, wheat, corn, rice, beans, nuts, and processed foods. What's this right here? If you AB, blood type, seafoods are good for you, like cod, tuna, sardines, tofu, a versatile source of protein, yogurt. When it comes to dairies, yogurt, kef, other low-fat dairy products. Grain vegetables will be leafy greens like spinach, kale, collard greens are beneficial. Lean protein like lamb, rabbit, turkey, good options. And grains such as oats, rye, and some type of pastas are good for you. Foods to avoid, they say red meat.
Cover this.
Yeah, we'll figure out more, but we chopped it up. But if you heard your blood type already, if you was listening to what I said, just check that out. Because those type of things, like a lot of stuff is messed up. You're not going to be able to eat that you're used to eating every day, but it's going to save your life.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And we looking forward to having, you know, some serious type specialists, you know, here on our channel, you know, can like actually touch on these things. These are just some of the things we interested in as far as, being men, black men, you know, just being people, just trying to stay healthy and things like that.
Melanated people, that you really need to hear this.
Yeah.
But we gotta cut out of here. But let me just say this to you real quick. You either pay now or you pay later when it comes to food. Now, if you pay now, you step into the supermarket, a lot of vegetables and things are expensive. So you're like, oh man, you rather run over to the chips and the sodas. That's gonna kill you. But if you pay now, you ain't got to pay later when it comes down to your health care and spending money on sickness and medicine or whatever. But if you play now and you really don't put that money into your health, then later on you're going to be putting money into your health when you're going to your doctor. And if you look at what's going on right now, 16 million people just ready to get cut off of Medicare, and that's not where you want to be at. So real quick, just try to really work on your health, focus on your health. Focus on happiness, focus on self-love, And all of this kind of go hand in hand. So that's what we on right now on this topic. I hope y'all can hear what we were saying because we outside. But, you know, pray tonight. You know, prayerfully you stay here till tomorrow. You know, we go with Jesus. You know, prayerfully you go with us. If not, find your way spiritually, man, because out here this world is you see what's going on around you. So prayerfully everybody have a blessed evening. And we'll check y'all next time. Unk Talk Podcast, Unk Talk Media, that's what we on. Shout out to the cameraman right here, my man Ian, yo. He definitely been holding it down for niggas, so we appreciate that. Baltimore, we got you. Every episode we gonna grow. We'll check y'all next time. Yo, hold up, yo. We still gotta do sports with Skipper. Skip, what's up?
And that's how we like it in the land of the old. And bust it wide open, girl, you put it on the show. I said, that's the way we like it in the land of the old.
Hard body homie, Skipper the Dugout Dawn. We live on Unk Talks Podcast. We out here in Baltimore, Maryland at M&T Bank Stadium, kicking off the Baltimore Ravens season. We out here playing Indianapolis Colts in town. Got a lot of fresh rookies on the team we want to look out for this season. Tyler Luke, our new kicker, replacing Justin Tucker. We got to be on the lookout for him. We checking him out this preseason. Rookie Mike Green, second round pick. We on the lookout for him this preseason. Who else we got? Kickoff return out of Colorado, Wester. We on the lookout for him this preseason. Hopefully everybody can stay healthy. And oh man, they had a little fight this week at practice. The Ravens and the Colts had a little scrimmage, and our first round pick last year, Wiggins, got a little fight, got kicked on out of practice this week, man. So the tension gonna be high. It ain't no love lost between the Colts and Baltimore, man. Shout out to Unk Talk Podcast, man. It's your boy Skipper, man. We out. Body homie, Skipper the Dugout Dawn, man. We live at Camden Yards, Unk Talk Podcast. We out here. Gonna mingle with the Orioles fans today, see what's going on. We got the Orioles versus the Athletics, the homeless Athletics. So we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the homeless Athletics. They ain't got no city in front of their name right now. They just the Athletics. They don't got no own home stadium right now. They down bad. You hear me? Series tied at 1-1. Orioles won the first game. Athletics won last night. This is called the rubber match. It's Sunday, 1:35 start, man. We'll be trying to check the temperature on the fans, see how they feel about that hike in the ticket prices on this losing ass season. They're trying to raise the ticket prices up for next year. So, you know, a lot of fans is in an uproar about that, man. Stay tuned, man. Unk Talk Podcast.
The Unk Talk?
Yes, sir.
That's Unk. Big Unk right there. Big Unk right there.
I'm good, how are you?
What's your name?
Ryan.
My name's Skip, man.
Nice to meet
New
you.
ownership.
Logan.
Logan, I'm Skip, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you with us, Big Out?
Huh?
You in there with us? You gonna hold us down?
Yeah, I do.
All right, quick 30 seconds, man. We're just gonna ask about the Orioles, all right?
Okay.
All right. So, as of right now, they talk about raising them ticket prices up for next season, man.
I heard that.
On this terrible loss, how you feel about that?
Well, I feel bad for the people that's going to be raised. I just come in town and see them when I'm home. But for season ticket holders, that's bad.
I'm not super happy about it, but we don't come to a lot of games, so it kind of is what it is when we do get to
What's your expectations for next season?
Yes.
What's your expectation for next season?
I think that they'll be lucky to win 80 games next year.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's great for the team. I've noticed overall attendance has been down. we just need something to bring the energy back. I think prices would, keeping them down would definitely bring more people out.
What do you think they'll need to do next year to boost the morale of the fan base?
Win.
Win? You a Ravens fan?
No.
What's your football team?
Washington.
Washington? What's going on with the Commanders this year?
Hopefully a whole lot of good things.
How you feeling about this holdout?
They need to get it done.
Scary Terry.
They need to get it done.
Get it done?
Yeah, they need to get it
Thank
done.
you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. You a football fan?
I am.
What's your team?
Redskins.
Second Redskins in a row. That's 2 in a row. They down here today. What's the prediction for the season?
This coming season, I think they're going to have a winning season. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they will have at least a 500 season.
We getting Terry back from camp?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Rams.
Oh, that's good. Okay. What y'all gonna go on this year? How you feeling?
I'm optimistic.
Optimistic?
Yeah.
Stafford in that back. How you feeling about that back?
Optimistic.
I watched
we got a pretty good backup too.
Hey, he looked good last night.
Yeah.
I watched the game. He looked good last night, man.
Hey, yo, hold up, yo. We still got our history in the making coming, yo. Check us out. Marley Woods, let's go.
They call me B, more Slim. Yeah, that's me. You know where you can find me. You can find me in the streets. They call me B.
What it is, you know what I mean? You here rocking with Unk Talks on the LOG network, you know what I mean? And it's the Unk Talks Podcast. So, you know what I mean? Introduce myself, my name Marley Woods. You know, looking forward to getting to know you and all the people, you know what I mean? We're doing an artist spotlight, you know what I mean? And the name of the spotlight is called Our Story. And the thing is, we're not saying his story, we're not saying her story, we're saying our story. Because this about us, and those who know, they know, you know what I mean? But today I'm here, you know what I mean, with an awesome brother right here, you know what I mean? One of the hottest artists, one of my favorite, you know what I mean? Linwood, you know what I mean? And we're gonna chop it up and we're gonna talk some real stuff, you know what I mean? What's up, Linwood? How you doing?
How you feeling? How y'all doing? What's going on?
Yes, sir. So I start off by asking you, Linwood, you know what I mean? We ain't seen each other in a while, you know what I mean? And definitely for the people that don't know, you know, what you got going on, what you been up to, you know what I mean? You know, let them know.
You know, well, first off, my name is Linwood, you know what I mean? I'm from West Baltimore, Park Heights and shit, you know what I mean? I do music, I do a lot of like internet content type shit. I got into this art long shit, yo. Like, and that shit got the internet on fire.
Right.
Like, and I mean, so art long ain't nothing but a motherfucker, a graffiti artist.
Yeah, part of hip hop.
You don't supposed to know who it is, no,
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, I got caught up in that shit. I mean, fucking around on the internet and shit. And now you got half the city that believe that I am him. You got other half the city who believe like I'm faking and da. But for the most part, all that shit bring money to my business. So.
Yeah. And yeah, you know, the city on fire talking about all along, you know what I mean? You know, and that's a big deal right now. We got niggas running around chasing hard long and, you know, we everywhere on top of that right now, you know what I mean? So as far as the music, you know what I mean? You know, you still doing your thing?
So I've been doing music for like, almost like 20 years? God damn, yo. That wanna make me feel super old. I think I wrote my first rap when I was like, almost like 19, yo. Like I was with my homeboy at a McDonald's and shit. Like what's so funny is all my niggas rap.
Yeah.
Like every nigga that I be like, I'm always in the entourage full of niggas and shit, and niggas that rap. I just wasn't a rapper and shit. Now I was into music, but I wasn't a rapper and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like me and my man was at a McDonald's one day, and rest in peace to my man Word and shit. My man Word was in McDonald's going back and forth against the nigga that I was there with.
Yeah, classic shit.
You know what I mean? And the nigga I was there with was so, like, he was a fairy tale rapper.
Yeah, right.
I got big guns and 6 Bentleys and 8 bitches, and we just walked to McDonald's.
Yeah,
like,
one of them.
he was so, but Word was so regular.
Yeah.
But hard at the same time, and it was so relatable.
Yeah.
It was like, I went to the store to get a blunt, but I left my wallet in the house regular.
Right, just real true to him.
Yeah, you know I mean, but the way he put it together was so hard, and then I was like, shit, like, I could do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I went home and shit, and I wrote my first rap and shit, and like just from there and shit, I just got to running with that shit. Like, but I ain't really take it serious until like something serious happened to me and shit. Like I had got my first apartment and shit, and you know how niggas do, set it up, get the studio in there and all that other kind of shit. Yeah. And I had did that, and me and my man had made this song, and I think it was 20s of that hump.
Okay.
So we made it playing around and shit, just in the house smoking and joking and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like once niggas really listen back to it, niggas like, man, this alright, shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we started to like this was CDs, with like niggas burning CDs and shit and passing it out and all that other kind of shit, and it flew through the neighborhood so fast. It was like my first time, like now they call it going viral and shit. It was my first time doing that, like in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Out there,
And then some shit happened at my house where I got into a home invasion, niggas tried to kill me and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But what after the shit was over, it was like, yo, you gotta go outside with this shit, yo.
Yeah.
Like if you wouldn't have came out of that situation, wouldn't have nobody never heard none of this music, yo.
No, real shit.
And I had like my man was the nigga from Stop Snitching, the cameraman. Kibi. Kibi used to come get me and take me to shit.
Yeah.
Like because I was like he ain't rap, but he used to put me in a, you know what I mean? So he took me to some shit called Hip Hop 101. But this was before it was at the 5 Seasons.
Yeah.
So we go to that. I get to seeing niggas like, oh, all right, this type of shit that I need to be at.
Right.
So after that shit happened, it was like, yo, I gotta start doing this shit, yo. And I looked it up and I seen where it was at, and it was at the 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mind you, I ain't had no block full of niggas with me. I ain't had no regular. It was just me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just went. I went down there. Yeah. I think I gave the nigga like $20 to perform and shit, yo. And that shit just like, I almost died, and I woke up and created Linwood. Like that shit saved my life for me.
I just want to say, when I first met Linwood, you know what I mean, all mutual friends, and mind you, we known each other for years, on top of years, you know what I mean? And you know, we all had a studio session, you know what I mean? And you know, they told me, you say Linwood, he that, you know what I mean? You know, so you know, I'm like, let me see, you know what I mean? And Shorty, as soon as he starts spitting, I'm talking about probably 2 bars in, I'm like, this nigga hard, you know what I mean? And super hard, you know what I mean? And you know, and at the time, you know, I was just like, man, I just hope Shorty understand, like, we all think you hard, you know what I mean? And it's time to put yourself out there, you know what I mean? And it's a blessing, my man, you know what I mean, put his foot on the gas and let people know, you know, what he was working with, you know what I mean?
At that time, though, like, I ain't know what I had, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I was better than niggas, but I ain't really know what I had.
Yeah.
Like, what, like, now, with all this time that done passed and shit, like, what I understand about me is, like, nobody can do what I do. You know what I mean? And this shit not talent, yo. Like, talent you can learn and work towards and hone talents. You can't give your talent to nobody. Talent is just, I'm gifted.
Yeah,
yo.
Gifted
and I know I'm gifted because the gift that God gave me, I gave that same gift to my brother.
Yes, sir.
I gave that same gift to my homeboy.
Yeah.
And I watch how nice that them 2 niggas is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I know that now, yo. And like the difference between then and now is like, I was writing from a less confident place, yo. It was like, I knew I was good, but it was like, am I good enough to do it? Like, I never was competing with these Baltimore rap niggas. Right. Never.
Yeah,
never. I always was looking at the Jada Kisses and the D's. Like, I never, like, so, I didn't, like, I knew I was good, but I would always strive to be those niggas good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now, it's like, when I really sit back and I look at everything I did and I really listen to the shit and I see my growth from then to now, yo, like, I believe it now. I know what I got. And like, in my old music, you can hear me trying to figure out, like, I knew who I was, but I was trying to find my way. Now, it's different, yo. Like, it's so different. Man.
And that's such the blessing, you know. That's why we call it our story. And it's, you know, it's our story in the making. You know what I mean? Because the story has already been made, but it's continuing.
It's still going, yo.
It's still going, you know what I mean?
20 years, yo, I've been doing this shit for more than, like, I came out in like I want to say like 03.
Yeah.
It came out like 03. I ain't start like getting serious about it till like 06, 07.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, you still hard.
I never was bad.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like.
I challenge a nigga right now. If any of you niggas can find a weak verse that I did, yo, I give you niggas $500. I swear to God. There's no weak verses. I never done a weak verse. Some verses is better than others, but none of them bitches is phony.
Yeah.
And if it was on the song with a nigga, I know for a fact I smoked them niggas every single time.
Yeah, and you know, for a while, man, you know, like Nas said it at one time. You know, it felt like hip hop was dead. It was like dying. You know, it was like, you know, you're a certain age, or even down to if you're talking too much, you they called it lyrical miracles and all that. You know what I mean?
They stole it from us.
Yeah,
yo.
you know, and
you know what they did? They killed R&B and mixed it with rap. Yo.
Yeah.
And then looked at us crazy for doing it how we normally do it.
And then slapped the auto-tune on it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They literally killed R&B, yo, and then start singing and shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
So now we here, you know, and it's a combination of intellect. You know, it's a combination of you know what I mean, just ism. You know what I mean? That, you know, real artists, you know, we put on the music, you know, we put on the microphone and everything like that, you know, and it's a blessing that we got you know, we got industry level rappers out here that then help bring it back, you know what I mean? We here, Baltimore, Maryland, you know what I mean? And I feel like we got some of the best artists to offer in the world, you know what I mean?
Now, yes.
Yeah. So, you know, it feels good, you know, us, you know, we shooting this podcast, you know, we all consider ourselves family, you know, loyalty over greed, you know what I mean? And it feels good because this brother here, you know, I would walk up in the show just out the blue here and there, you know what I mean? And I look up there and Linwood up there, I mean, ripping it, you know what I mean? And
the whole spot jumping.
And me and Shorty will lock eyes, you know what I mean, from here to there, and it's like,
my man, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Always, yo.
Yeah.
But so, my favorite part about performing was like, I used to go by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I knew niggas.
Right.
Like, you got Jungle and the LOG niggas over here.
Yeah.
You got First Fam and Block Hugger and niggas over here. Like, you got all these different little crews in the thing. And I know everybody.
Yeah.
So what I would do, every time niggas perform, I'm front and center.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So then when it's my turn, I'm going to them same niggas. Hey, I'm about to go up. Do I need niggas come up?
Absolutely.
Hey, Jungle, I'm about to go up. Do I need niggas come up? Hey, Hugger, I'm about to go up. Do I need? So like, it was crazy because now you got the whole club rocking, not just your niggas. Because we come from the era where like, niggas, you bring your own crowd.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Your niggas sit back and sit down and wait for you, then when you go, that's when niggas go up there.
Right,
I took that formula and just took everybody niggas and made it look like something.
I had a joint rock, you know what I mean?
Yo. That's how I built my name off performing and shit.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, I also, I did a lot of shit on the way too. Like even through the 5 seasons, I met the nigga Shaka Pitts.
Yeah.
And you know,
used to be
me and Shaka Pitts, me and Shaka Pitts, we locked in and shit. Yo was my engineer for a minute, and he had me.
Hey, Ma, you know about Shaka?
Yeah.
That nigga, he had that nigga had me 2 feet in battle rap, but not rapping.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really like I help. I don't want to say I helped kickstart, because he already had the pit fight shit going on and all that.
No, but you was definitely.
I was there at the beginning.
You was definitely there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you know, you know.
Like when they took it from like little battles in the studio to like the 5 seasons and having like tournaments and all that other kind of shit, I helped put all that shit together. You know what I mean? And me and Pitts was rocking with that shit for a minute. But as far as like battle rap go as a whole, I love battle rap. Yo. Like I come from that.
Yeah, for sure.
I come from that. Like I watches that shit. Like Tay-Rock, one of my favorite, you know what I mean, rap. My battle rap. I like Tay-Rock. I like I like Sue Surf.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the easy
Free Surf.
Yeah, Free Surf. I like the easy for a second.
Free Surf.
But I don't like all the theatrical shit that Easy did with all that Remy Papoose shit. Like that was a little bit much. I think that kind of fucked you up a lot.
But it's definitely a high mentality sport. You know what I mean?
Nigga,
like,
that shit
it's different.
When all right, so being as though niggas really watch shit from like niggas was like niggas been watching Smack since Smack had Uncasa battling on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That nigga took that and
before battle rap.
That nigga took that and getting these niggas hundreds of thousands of dollars to yell at niggas. You know what I mean? I love it, yo. I love everything about it. You know, me personally, I can't do it. My feelings too soft and shit.
Yeah, me too.
You can't get in my face and call me bitches and whores and shit.
I don't like it.
It's all kind of like, now.
They're from Baltimore, sure.
Yeah, right, Baltimore. I can't.
But some can do it though.
Now look, if I'm like I said, I'm from a different. You know what I mean, like now like it's different.
Yeah.
Like it's. You got time to prep, you know who you're going against, you get to look up on the nigga. Your mother used to smoke crack, your father used to beat her, all the time, you get to do all that kind.
Yeah, but then it was like you coming straight at it, you know what I mean?
Back when we was doing this shit, it was your raps versus my raps.
Right.
I wrote my shit 2 years ago. I battled niggas with the same rap for 5 years, like.
Yeah.
And won every time.
Yeah.
But this new shit is like. No, yo,
yeah,
you can't do that. You can't. You can't call me no bitch and my mother and your daughter and the
nigga be had a picture of you and your baby mother. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I'm gonna look right at Smack like, yo. Keep the back there, shorty.
I'm calling my lawyer. You know what I mean?
Keep the back there, shorty, because I'm about to fuck all this up. Yeah, I ain't. But I love to watch it. It's the same thing with like boxing and shit like that. Like I love competitive. Like I'm a competitor of all competitors.
Right.
So I love competitive sports and shit. I love boxing. I love battle rap in all forms and shit. I like it with the beat, without the beat, all that shit.
And I want to say, right, you know, we older guys and we've been out here, you know, and this is a shout out to everybody was from out that 5 Season mob, the Black Hole mob, the El Dorados, you know, all these different venues that, you know, different people. And the thing is,
Club.
I want to give a shout out to some of the, you know, the guys who came later because we didn't have that audience, you know what I mean? We didn't have all the bad females in the city, you know, jumping around and everything. We had a few of them,
nigga,
but you know what I mean?
We was rapping for each other.
We was rapping for each other.
Rappers rapping for rappers. What I just said?
Yeah.
I go get Jungle with them, I go get these niggas, and we be like, yo.
And everybody want a rapper.
Rest in peace. Scooter changed it for everybody, yo.
I was gonna say Scooter,
he
man.
He changed it for everybody. Scooter brought them kids to Baltimore hip hop. Them kids wasn't listening to us.
And they were celebrities. And now, you know, you got Tech, you got, you know, Scola, you got all you know, Chaz.
I like OTR Chaz. That's
and I like NASG Chaz.
I like NASG Chaz too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But they celebrities, man.
Now,
you know? Yeah, so that's a blessing. Us seeing where we came from. Yeah, absolutely, Paul.
Because out of everybody, not even that. Out of everybody that you just named, Tech the only one out of us that kept going.
Oh,
yo. And I'm proud of Shorty, yo. I'm like, let him fly. I let him fly. Let's say I let him. I'm proud that he fly the flag for the city, yo. I'm proud that he from my hood, yo.
That nigga's a celebrity, man.
Like, yo,
I'm so proud.
I'm super proud of Shorty, yo, because I know Shorty's story.
Yeah.
Like, I watched him come in this shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I watched that. You know what I mean? And him do the Young Nigga Chronicles and all that shit.
Shout out to Sack. You know what I mean?
And at a time where niggas couldn't get it together. Life, like all kind of shit.
That Young Nigga Chronicles,
shit,
boy, everything was out the chain. You feel me? That
but niggas knew back then that Shorty was something special.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? His voice was already different. You know what I mean?
Young nigga, I did that. Something taught me that because I live that. You know what I mean?
Once Shorty honed in, yo, and I'm proud of Shorty, yo. Everything that he's doing, yo. That nigga, he really got the torch for the city right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let me ask you, Linwood, what you got going on now? What's because you know that's the blessing of this whole thing. You know, that's a story in itself. Everything we just talked about. But you still got bangers. You just let me hear a banger. You know what I mean? A minute ago.
So about a year ago, yo, I started dropping music, yo. Like I ain't care for a minute. Like I don't use this music shit like niggas do it, yo. Like I ain't trying. Like, before it was like, I want to do something with it. I want to make money. I want that. But it came to a point where it's like, this shit therapy for me, yo. Like I was telling you, yo, I don't got no, like, I got friends like you, yo. Niggas who I've known my whole life, but I don't see every day, yo. So I don't got nobody to talk to. I talk to them beats, yo. Like, if you want to know anything about me, All you gotta do is be smart enough to listen to my music and pick that shit out, yo.
Yeah.
How I feel about everything, all my fears and insecurities and everything is in my music. I just don't like. I know how to do metaphors and simile and everything. Like I know how to talk about shit without talking about shit.
Right.
But if you take my music for face value, it's still gonna be hard.
Absolutely.
But if you know me and know what I'm talking about, yo, like you'll get a different perspective of me.
Yeah.
Cause there's a lot of misconceptions about me, yo.
Yeah.
And a lot of that shit come from the character that I play when I'm doing Linwood.
Yeah.
Like Lenny and Linwood, not the same person.
Right.
I know how hard it is being my friend.
Right.
I know how niggas walk up to you and be like, yo, why you fuck with yo? Like he be nothing like, yo, Shorty really not like that. That's the internet shit that he do. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, nigga, that's the times we in, and you gotta capitalize on that.
I've been in them times,
Yeah.
You gotta remember, Welcome to the Lenny Show was like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, man, you ain't lying.
That was the first podcast
You
ever.
ain't lying. Yeah.
Ain't nobody, niggas wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
That was a
what's up.
podcast.
Yeah, man, you know, man, it's crazy because, you know, with this short amount of time that we got, it just wasn't enough to run everything down.
No,
because there's a lot
it's
more,
so
I
much.
know.
But that's the good thing about it. They can go when this shit go off. They can go check me out and get to digging into more shit. And then when y'all get to like episode 70,006, I'll come back and then we'll rehash what you had going on. Like this ain't the last time y'all gonna see me.
Yeah.
I'm Linwood.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So look, man, I appreciate you, Linwood.
Always,
you know what I mean? It's always a blessing to see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, we're gonna be here for a minute, you know what I mean? And we're gonna make a lot of different moves. We're gonna entertain you guys. We're gonna give you the real, you know what I mean? We're gonna have a lot of different artists on, you know what I mean? And it's like I said, it's our story in the making, you know what I mean? And everybody else, you know what I mean, that's a part of this, it's a blessing. We all here, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go to Linwood. We let you hear some of his new things, new music and stuff like that, and we'll get back at you.
Buck roll.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, yes, it's Skinny Lenny, I'm the one these bitches talking about. Beef they don't want any, so it's fuck what niggas talking about. Walking with that semi, I'm just taking what they give me, making dollars out of pennies, getting money, what it's all about. Had to take a loss to see, my niggas ain't gon' walk with me. Can't keep them bitches off of me, man, tell that bitch don't talk to me. My family is the heart of me, music is the art of me. If ever you have thought of me, forever you a part of me. Yes, it's been a minute now, it's welcome to the Lenny Show. Ain't nobody fucking with him, that's one thing that Lenny know. Who the fuck gon' stop him, that's the question. Ain't no answer to them diamonds, they be dancing to them bitches. Say I'm handsome, who the fuck they think I do this for? Swear they never mentioned me. I should just go back to who I was, I swear they tempted me. No sympathy, I could give a fuck about what you saying, cuz all that beefing and complaining, that ain't what a man does. Run through all them bitches, now they claim that they can't stand us. I'm from back when niggas wasn't fucking with no cameras. Now they toting guns and money, all this reckless stupid shit. Taking pictures, holding guns, dressing all that Gucci shit. I cannot get used to this, but they love that goofy shit. If I spit the truth and shit, they tie me to a crucifix. Shit. Fuck these people want from me. I gave them all I ever was, and look at what they done to me. It humbled me. Headed to the top, them niggas under me. How you had my back when you was trying to stand in front of me? Look at what they done to me, it's clear I'm who they wanna be, but there is only one of me. Started don't be yo all by myself, ain't need no help with that. I'm what these bitches missing rap, they say they want that Mr. back, like yes it's me. Mr. taking pictures, may they rest in peace. Never will I ever let another get the best of me. But I ain't with the gimmick shit, I be on my Lenny shit. They've taken everything we have and used it for their benefit. Who's innocent? Told me to plead guilty yet my sentences. Took my words and flipped them around and rearranged my sentences. The menaces, quick to tell you shit they said you need to hear, but they just leave with fair. No, I ain't scared, but I can see it clear. Linwood, welcome to the Lenny Show. Ain't nobody fucking with him, that's one thing they need to know.
So listen, right? We're gonna get to the topic today, what's going on in DC. Be a little nosy with our neighbors. You know, I heard there's some terrible things going on. But we ain't, you know, he not, I won't call him my prez, so we'll call him Mr. T. But Mr. T trying to flex some power right now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just what I see. What you saying, Molly?
I say be careful, man. Watch your butt. You know what I mean? Because it's going down out there right now, man. They pressing up on and you know they disguising it as if they, you know, doing it another way, but really they focusing on the juveniles. You know, people of color. You know what I mean? The homeless.
They try to say they going that, you know, trying to protect the Capitol,
yeah,
quote unquote. But the Capitol got stormed by your peoples, if I ain't mistaken.
Say
and the
that.
ones that I'm hearing out here supposed to be people doing it against storming the Capitol. That's a plot. That's a plot. They just using that for a reason to go ahead and wipe down the homeless. The homeless ain't storming no Capitol, breaking no laws. Y'all messing with the little dudes on the corner, niggas on the corner smoking and, you know what I mean, enjoying themselves. Y'all done tore down the playgrounds. There's nowhere in the community really for nobody to really hang. There's no rec centers and nothing like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you're using that for a reason to push everybody. You call yourself cleaning up the street. Like, no, it's a plan behind this. And this is just to see who gonna buck and who ain't gonna buck.
Is the pool?
Yeah.
That way, yeah.
This way?
Yeah.
So that's this just like a quiet before the storm for real. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's just what this is. Excuse me, yo. We just had somebody come.
No, it's all good, right? But look, right, and I was just speaking on this, right? I was saying, you know, to some of our older brothers, you know what I mean? You know, I'm thankful that I'm not out there living that life no more. I'm thankful none of my brothers be out there living that life anymore. But you know, you guys that are, man, you might need to tighten up. Because this ain't just about DC. This the quiet before the storm. They letting you know with the writing on the wall that they get ready to start targeting all major cities, all crime, and they try and clean it up, man. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, like a lot of people, a lot of these communities are gonna get targeted for the tag of crime, but a lot of these people that's gonna become victims ain't criminals.
Yeah.
You understand? This is a wave takeover.
Yeah.
You know?
You're violating people just for living their life. You know what I mean? Like you said, with these kids don't got rec centers. These kids don't got, you know, no outlets. You know what I mean? So you violating them just for being outside. You know, everybody that you see out there that look the same ain't bad.
The homeless people ain't run through no Capitol. The dude that's smoking weed at the bus stop in DC, he ain't run through no Capitol.
He just trying to be
You understand what I'm saying? They trying to eat.
Yeah.
Like,
Man,
I understand there's some wild ones out here, but like some of these niggas are just trying to eat. Some of these folks are just trying to eat, and a lot of people won't be victims.
Yeah.
And like I said in the other podcast, y'all gotta watch because it's a combination.
Yeah,
like my brother said, it's not just a DC thing. DC right next to Baltimore. Like you better believe if they can do something and get away with it, and they just trying to see what their resistance is right now.
Absolutely.
What their buck is. Do they buck? Where's the resistance coming from? So we know how to deal with that on the next. If y'all just protesting and that's as far as it's going, like man, then they already know how easy it's going to be to throw the whole situation together on. Feel me? And once it's completed and successful with one, it ain't going to stop there. The dispensaries, it started in one state, legalized, it ain't stopped there. What works for one, works for what's good for the goose, good for the gander, and that's how they're going to play the game with everybody. So like we really got to pay attention to what's going on. And our little young brothers that's out here just spazzing out, shooting each other, like what y'all don't understand is y'all in a state of what they consider friendly fire, brother. Because y'all think y'all got an op up the block. That's not your op. Because the thing is, when the real ops say, yo, we ready to lock it down and do this, that, and the third with all communities, you're going to need all hands on deck, all your black brothers, all your Spanish brothers, all your brothers that's on the same side of the fence. And then when you start to see how outnumbered you is, hopefully it start to hit you like, damn, we done killed half the niggas that was the crazy niggas in our shooters. We done put half of them in the ground.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with being a shooter. But you got to be trained and you got to be focused to shoot at the right thing if that's what you are. Like in every century, in every generation, there's been warriors, there's been, you understand what I'm saying? There's been ones that protect the home front.
Man, you can't keep sparring with puppies, man. You got to save your energy for the Spartans. And like, you know, I was talking about some of these brothers, you know, in the federal system.
A lot of people wasn't taught real quick. A lot of people wasn't taught what the correct Spartans look like. So you really thinking that that Spartan is the one that look like you. No,
absolutely not. And like I was saying, right, these dudes in the federal prison system and everything like that, they letting it be known. You know, you got your gangs, your Bloods, your Crips, you know, all these different gangs on the street. It ain't like that when it comes to that. You know what I mean? It's three different gangs. It's black, white, and it's Hispanic. You know what I mean? And if you really understand it like that, you will start, you know, looking at it that way. You know, why are we out here killing each other now? Because when it come down to these people putting us behind bars, we all we got. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like we were saying,
just think if we thought militant minded, like the Bloods would be the Army, the Crips would be the Navy. You feel what I'm saying? And we organize and help the community down in that fashion, that form. You understand? Like, things got to take a change. But I'm gonna say this to you, right? When everybody be asking what the change is, now I can't come with an overnight solution, right? You know, this is an onion that takes layers. But I'm gonna just say something, and I hope y'all understand what I'm saying to you. Like, the only way to beat a system is to create your own system. You understand what I'm saying? If you do not have a structured system for self, for your community, for what you say is yours, you always gonna get sucked up and tied and tangled with the system that's already standing. So this is not just marching and support black business. And like, it's a system that has to be developed amongst the ones that are in power in the right state of mind to be able to put this system together for the ones that need to be able to support and follow to do just such.
We gotta start realizing that it is a system. You know, it's a lot of people
we know it's a system.
Well, not us. You feel me? There's a lot of people out here that's just living, you know what I mean, day to day. They not even realizing that all of these things were put in place years ago. You see what I'm saying? It's designed, like I was speaking on before, with the depopulation. It's so many fashions, so many forms of it. You know what I mean? And this is just one. You know what I mean? Killing each other. Friendly fire, like you say. That's, you know what I mean? How are we gonna move on if we getting rid of each other? You know what I mean? Then we got brothers and sisters out here. They gone up the drugs, man. We past heroin now. We damn near past fentanyl. You know what I mean? We with the xylitol and whatever that is now. You know what I mean? And you got walking zombies out here. You know what I mean? You might as well put the X on them because they ain't fighting.
Listen,
you know what I mean? We gotta get it together, man.
One of my favorite rappers, Nas, called us zombies. Called the black community and the community as a whole zombies a long time ago. And if you really watch how easy it is to break a man's soul today in this society, he follows what everybody else follows. He wants what everybody else wants. And when you get to the top, see, a wise man, you look towards where you're going to see what the end result is. Nobody happy in a position that you want to be in. Nobody that's in your position when you're not doing it right, nobody's happy. It don't matter how much money they flash on camera. Like, it's public record. Now we all see how the celebrities living. You understand what I'm saying? The ones with money ain't really happy. They just partying their life away.
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying? No structure. Niggas out here ain't trying to take care of their mamas and brothers and, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? We gotta stay focused on building our system, our culture back up, our community back up.
Yeah,
you understand? And it takes knowledge, it takes education, it takes denouncing a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. You understand? So
we
like,
gotta come together, man. I tell you, man, this we got a mission here. You know what I mean? And we trying to, you know, we trying to pull together all our peoples, man. We trying to pull together different resources, different things where we can really help each other. You know what I mean? And talk is cheap.
That's why we're trying to make this platform really, like, if you're doing something positive, if you really like working self-made, like, we really want to give you a voice. We really want to talk to you. We really want to pick your brain just to see, because that's the type of mind state that I'm in. Yeah. You understand? Like, I didn't had more than enough failures trying to find the right way out here. So, you know, and this is one of my right ways. You understand? Like, we just trying to do different. Y'all gonna see a lot of things, you know, tie in, but right now, like, every day we see our culture, our loved ones, our melanin people take a punch.
Yeah.
We see our melanin people blind. Like, the mental eyes is closed, but the feet still moving. And it's moving in the wrong direction. You gotta move in the wrong direction if you don't know where you're going at, if you're blind. You understand? Man. So like, it's cool to be a shooter, but get training on it. Know who to point your gun at. Everybody ain't your enemy.
Be a thinker.
You understand?
You know what I mean?
Be a thinker before you be a shooter.
Yeah, you know.
You understand?
And it's a beautiful thing, man. Here, you know, Baltimore City, we got a lot of organizations. You know what I mean? Because it's, you know, sometimes we tend to look at the negative more than the positive. You know, but we got a lot of positive things going on here. A lot of different leaders here, you know, and we definitely want to highlight you guys as we go along. Right. You know what I mean? And we ain't trying to you know, push the negative narrative, you know. So that's why you know, you're gonna see a lot more of us. You know, you're gonna hear a lot more of our, you know, understanding. You're gonna hear a lot more other people's understandings, you know. And we just, you know, we praying that we could pull it together, man. Because that man, Trump, you got to believe what he say, man. He said he gonna do something. He gonna do it. He said he was gonna get rid of the illegal immigrants and you know, whatever the case may be. And what did he do? He started hitting the Home Depots.
And understand
you know
what he's saying he
wiping
gonna do.
shit.
When whatever he's saying he gonna do ain't benefiting you. You understand? And the thing is, like, you gotta get past having a voice. Like, a lot of people just finding a voice. Like, it's past speaking, it's past verbals. People gotta start using their brain, and people gotta start connecting with the right resources, putting structure to things, so we can start building a system where you don't have to depend on their system. Because their system ready to crack the world on a whole nother wave. I promise you. Like, everybody feel it. It's in the air. Everybody say it. Like, yo, it's a new world. Yo, it's the end of the world. Yo, it's a new day. Like, everybody feel it, yo. You understand? But what are you doing to prepare? Like, a lot of y'all don't even have cases of water and canned foods in case we lose electricity. In Baltimore, the same time this going on in D.C., in Baltimore, they sending a letter to everybody who got BG in their name talking about stack up on waters and canned goods and flashlights. Why? Because it's a chance that Baltimore City could lose power. Now, do you think that's a coincidence, me being a conspiracy theorist? I say no. But if it happened, like, what's the odds, though?
Come on, man. How many conspiracies
they
became
trying to find
true?
a reason to come over here and bring them same troops over here before they send them back to their motherfucking families.
It ain't conspiracies no more, bro. You know what I mean? We've been tapped into that for years. And a lot of the things that we thought were just conspiracies, it's been came and went. You know what I mean? We didn't survive through, I don't know what you want to call that pandemic. You know what I mean?
We can start with Y2K.
Like
that was a whole conspiracy that everything would have shut down. The world was coming to an end.
Man,
like it's all.
We thought it was coming to an end when they said it was a virus going around and killing everybody. You know what I mean? And they shut the whole world down, right? For them to do what behind our back? Put this plan together that they implementing right now in front of our face. You know what I mean? So. That's what I'm saying.
That COVID was part of it, because when it come down, what my man was saying, depopulation, like when it come down to depopulation, like that COVID took a whole bunch of people away from us.
Yeah, man.
A whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
you
man.
understand?
And you gotta do your research, man. You can look back. We got things called the King Edward Plan. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of different plans and executive orders that been put in place that's right in front of our face right now, you know what I mean? And we just
don't know what to look for.
Yeah.
You feel me? You could be looking right at some shit, and if you don't know what you're looking at, you know what I mean? They get right past you.
They flip this world upside down right in front of our face. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm thankful now we got a lot more people waking up, but we got so much further to go. You know what I mean? So that's why, me and my brother here, we digging deep into this podcast now, you know what I mean? And we really trying to touch some people, you know what I mean?
Get a little research on, so we can bring it back to y'all, and some things we not confirming, we reconfirming, and some things will be new, new to your ears, new to your heart, new to your brain, and new to your spirit, hopefully. You feel me? We just trying to do a little bit of informing, with a little bit of entertainment. But we're not gonna take the whole, we're not gonna spend too much more of y'all time chopping it up. This was just a quick one.
Yeah.
Because we was out in the park doing our little walk, and I was doing my little smoking walk. Figured we'd pull the cam out and chop it up. We was talking about what's going on in D.C. And we don't really know too much, but I did I watched a couple clips on about from the news or whatever, and it's like, man, that's what's going on over there is just crazy. But I just don't feel like it's gonna stop there. So I just want to get it, like, not really get ahead of it, but if I could warn, people that really ain't tapped into it, I can let you know what's going on. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to let you know what's going on.
We definitely going to revisit this topic amongst many more, I just want to show the love to all the guests that we had so far, all the guests that we got coming up. You know what I mean? We're going to pull this thing together, man. We're going to shed light on everything that need to be shed light on, brothers and sisters.
Everybody affected in D.C. is coming from a brother from Baltimore. Like, hold y'all head up, weave around it, educate yourself as much as you can of what's going on, because y'all know this just not a coincidence thing. It's not just a one shot off. So stack y'all food up, keep y'all weapons, and start respecting anything that's melanated around you. You understand? Because you want to need this. You want to need these people that's around you. These people that's 2 blocks up and halfway across town, you want to need them. You understand? Like we come from sending me up the street to Aunt Jackie house to get some sugar. You understand what I'm saying? And Lil Dub running up grabbing some milk or whatever the case may be, some Kool-Aid packs or something like. I come from that. You feel me? So at the end of the day, like, we got to really get back to that sense of not really borrowing, standing on our own, but the support and the respect. Because respect go a long way. And everybody ain't got to be on the slick, tough talk when it comes down to respect. Like, yo, just being a good person, being cool is actually way cooler than being the toughest, dude in the classroom. I promise you, I done been on both sides. And that tough shit just come with a tough life behind it. So if you can really digress a little bit and learn to respect your brother, yo, even if you don't know him, yo, you don't. Some of the best friends was enemies at first. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's the circle that I come from. So let's stop being enemies, yo, and just give respect, and maybe you can find out what somebody else has to offer. You understand? Man. That's how business goes.
Absolutely, man.
So we want to leave on that note. God bless everybody. Have a blessed night, a blessed evening.
Put your loyalty over greed. Remember that, all right?
Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Like, comment, subscribe. These conversations kind of starting off shallow because we're kind of rushing, but we definitely will be tapping into more. We got definitely plenty more episodes for y'all, a whole lot more content. Just check us out. Have a blessed one.
Boom.
Welcome to the city, the inner city is tricky, where the good die young, anybody can be a victim, where the pain runs deep. I was brought up a Christian, struck in the right cheek, and it's still hard to resist it. I was falsely eluded, truly miseducated, led astray, forsaken, somebody don't want me making. Started thirsting for knowledge, seeking some liberation, eased away from religion and focused on a relation. It's a cold world, and my city is medicated, and that old girl on my hip, I levitate ya. Violence is an all-time high and escalating, the rich getting rich and the poor depopulate. I'm from Baltimore City, the city that breathes. Emotions running high and they're right on our sleeve. Same story, different city. I see the same thing. Poor man versus the state. Now that's a gang bang.